Welcome to Learn with Sawgrass. We're here today for one of our pre-recorded videos, and I'm Rhonda, the Education Manager here at Sawgrass. We join you both live and in these pre-recorded videos to help you succeed with Sawgrass and hopefully provide you everything you need. We're going to talk to you about our printers, our inks, our software. We're also going to talk to you about everything that makes Sawgrass so special, and we're going to give you hopefully some inspiration and some business tips to help you be successful. So please check out our Learn with Sawgrass channel in the Sawgrass Academy, which you can find right here on YouTube. And we will be coming live to you every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then we drop this video usually Thursday or Friday of the same week. So please come back, check out our comments. Feel free to comment. We're always glad to answer those. And we hope we give you everything you need to be successful. Today, we have a very, very special workshop for you. We're going to be talking about making sure that you are getting optimal color output every time out of the Sawgrass Print Utility. Now, I've talked to you about color, and Rhodes has talked to you about color, but we decided to bring in a true expert. So Pavlo is going to be presenting that to you today. He is a member of our software development team here at Sawgrass, and as Rhodes called him, he's Pavlo the problem solver. So I hope you enjoy.
Hi everyone, my name is Pavlo. I'm from Sawgrass software development team. Today we will focus on the color tools in Sawgrass Print Utility, what they do, when to use them, and how to get reliable results without turning the color correction into a full-time job. If you ever pressed a result and thought, why does this look different than my screen? This session is for you. Pretty important topic, but even though it's important, it doesn't have to be complicated. So let's dive right into it. Sawgrass Print Utility is designed to combine the complex work, profiles, color mass, and print processing with a simple, intuitive interface. In most cases, the settings you're looking for are 1 or 2 clicks away, and improving your color output should be something you can do in minutes, not hours. Today we'll cover 3 key ways to work with color in Sawgrass Print Utility. First, color modes. Fast, reliable starting points. Second, custom color settings, fine-tuning and saving your own presets. Last but not least, spot color, targeted replacement of a specific color. I have to say, none of these tools are required for everyday printing. SPU defaults are calibrated to work well across supported materials, but when you need to correct a result or push your quality further, these tools are your best helpers. So think today as a toolkit. You won't use every tool every time, but it's great to know what's available. You need to remember one thing: start simple, then get more specific only if you need to. Okay, let's start with the color modes. What they are and what they do. First in the list, photographic is the default mode for all Sawgrass printers, regardless of the ink type. It aims for screen-like accuracy, reproducing colors in a way that looks natural and balanced. Note, photographic is not only for photos. Yes, photos often looks best here, especially skin tones and smooth transitions. But it also works extremely well for most general artworks and designs. So use photographic when you want a natural, accurate look, you want a dependable baseline before adjusting anything, or you're not sure where to start. As I said, photographic is the default one, so it's the reliable starting point. If it already looks good, do not overcorrect. Next one in the list is vivid. Vivid increases perceived impact by boosting saturation, contrast, and overall pop. It often looks great for bold graphics, illustration, cartoons, and designs meant to be attention-grabbing. Use Vivid when your design looks a bit flat and you want more punch. Or when you print in bright graphics or bold artworks. Quick tip about black. If your goal is a deeper black, vivid is not always the best choice. A more vibrant look can sometimes push blacks away from a true black and into a slightly lighter, more colorful direction. So vivid is great for energy and impact. Just don't assume it automatically means deeper blacks. Third one is grayscale. Probably not the profile you will use any day, every day, but if in case you need a monochrome printing, it's available for all printer models. So use grayscale when you want a black and white output and you want a controlled result without color influence. Let's move to the next one, classic profile. Classic is designed to deliver outputs similar or better than legacy SPM style workflows. This mode is available for Sublimation UHD ink and is especially useful when you like photographic overall, but you want improvements in gradients or black depth. Use classic when photographic looks good, but you want stronger black output, or when you're noticing gradient areas that could look smoother or richer. So, in short, classic is a great upgrade option when photographic is close, but not quite perfect. Now we get to the most flexible option, custom. Custom mode lets you build your own presets using 7 adjustment sliders. The key benefit here is that you can make adjustments while the preview is on the right side of the screen, so you can basically see the change in real time. You can save your preset and use it across all workflows. So let's name it. Also, you can build your next profile based on the previous one. So let's say you're looking for a few versions of the custom profile. So you can select your previous one, make changes, obviously see the result, and save it as a version 2. So you're not limited, you can create as many as you want, manage them, remove them. In most cases, you don't need extreme changes. Small moves, often within 10 points, can be enough to fix the design that prints a little dull, too warm, too cool, or slightly off balance. But the correct amounts obviously depends on the original file, your product, the substrate, and the desired final look. After saving a custom profile, you can use in 3 common workflows. So standard print job, when you create a tab, open a file, and select your profile. Also, you can save your settings for virtual printer, send to Sawgrass Print Utility. Just scroll down and select your desired profile. You can be one of the defaults or the custom one. And same deal for quick print folders. Open your settings, scroll down, and select the color mode. A little practical reminder. Before relying on a custom profile for production, do a test print and press. Many monitors are not fully calibrated, and what you see on the screen may not perfectly match the final sublimated output. So preview is helpful, but the press is the truth. Test once, save your profile, and then your future jobs become easy and repeatable. Okay, let's move to the spot color topic. This topic can feel like the most advanced one, but the process becomes straightforward once you do it 1 or 2 times. Spot color is designed to replace or modify one specific color in your design. So what's the difference between two previous topics? With color modes and custom color settings, you're applying broad adjustment like a filter across the whole job. So no matter how many files you have on a job and even how many pages, you will apply that as a filter, color mode or custom color settings. On the other hand, with spot colors, you can pinpoint a single color and map it to a new output color for printing. This is especially helpful when one brand color needs to match more closely. One element of a design is consistently off, or when you want to find control without changing everything else. And again, this is not mandatory for daily printing. Print utility defaults are well calibrated for typical workflows, but when you need targeted correction, spot colors can be especially the right tool. So where to find spot colors? Let's go to settings. And if you're a new user, you'll notice that it's disabled by default because technically it's a part of the advanced settings. So just go ahead and click enable spot colors. And now we can go to the designated menu on top. The interface is organized into three main areas. Color swap tables, your saved tables of mappings. Then color swatches, the list of colors inside the selected table. As you can see, there's a sample. We will obviously create a new one. And on the right side, you'll see input, output color, the actual values you're mapping from and to. Okay, so step one. Let's pick a test image and identify the exact color you want to modify. You can use any image editor. I'll use Photoshop as an example. We'll use eyedropper tool. And for example, let's select the flowers. Click. And that will be our starting color or input. I usually like to write down the color. Here it is. So SPU supports RGB, CMYK, and hex. For today, I'll use RGB because that's basically a standard. So 184, 164, 220. Let's go back to Print Utility. Creating a new table and a swatch inside the table. So you're basically not limited in terms of amount of color swatches inside the table. Let's call it flower. Okay. 184 RGB 64220. Okay. Step 2. Now we need to decide and choose the output color. The color we want to see after we print and press. And this step often can take a couple of tries because you're not just choosing the screen color. You're aiming for a real-world result on a real product. To make that easier, use Find Similar Color to print a chart. So this is our input color. Let's click Find Similar Color Chart. In recent update, we added additional increments options. This helps you to narrow in on the best match faster with fewer trial and error rounds. My personal recommendation, start with the medium chart. It gives you a good mid-range spread between lighter and darker variants. Also, don't forget to select the product you're using, because the product choice matters, as the final result depends on the material and the pressing condition. So when you print and press, obviously the mirror is the default for now. That's just a demo. I will uncheck it, change the zoom so we can see the actual values. And let's say, so that's my starting point, right? You remember we pick it from Photoshop. Let's say I'm looking for something darker. How about this one? So yeah, let's take a note. 149. Red, blue, 6, yeah. 205. Okay. For the next pass, I usually prefer a smaller increment, extra small to be specific. So let's enter this second round value. Of course, I already forgot. 149. 126,205. So yeah, keep in mind to save your input value, because we will need to use that as the final configuration. Okay, that's our second round. As I say, for the next pass, try a smaller increment to get a tighter variations around your target. Depending on the color and product, you may choose different increments, but the goal is the same: converge quickly toward the best real-world match. So let's say we print this example and we luckily find our target, our output. Let's say it's this one, 138. So we print, we press, we measure the color, or we compare with another example, and we find out that's our best match. Okay, so we have input, we have output. Now we are good to go to save the configuration. So once you find out the best match, that becomes your final output color. So this is basically a calibration loop. Print, press, pick the closest, refine. 2 rounds is often enough when you use the increments strategically. Okay, so I already saved my input and my output is 138. $117,210. Update. Okay, let's give it a try. So usually on this last step, I'll double check my input color, confirm output color, and save. So just like color modes and custom profiles, swap tables can be used in 3 workflows. Obviously standard print jobs. So here's the image. Okay, I think I did apply. So let's go back to photographic. And here it is. So we applied a swap table only for the flowers. Let's do the same thing for the settings. So workflow number 2, send to Print Utility. So we will use the basic photographic default profile, but in this case we want to swap or modify or switch that one specific color that we picked. And save. So at this point, any future jobs you do to send to Print Utility will use this configuration. So not only this design, but any other design that has the same color will be automatically switched to the output, to the new target that you're looking for. And similar steps for quick folder. Open your settings, scroll down, choose color mode and select swap table. Save. So once you build a swap table for a common brand color, you can reuse it anytime. This is where consistency gets easy. To wrap up, here's the simple strategy. Start with color modes. Photographic is your baseline. Vivid is great for bold impact. Classic can help when you want improved blacks or gradients. Use custom color settings when you want fine control and repeatability. Make small adjustments, save profiles, and reuse across your workflows. Use spot color when one specific color needs to change without affecting the rest of the design. Print charts, use increments to refine faster, and save swap tables for consistent future results. The overall goal is not to fight color, but to make color correction predictable, quick, and comfortable, so your final pressed results matches your intention. Start simple. Only go deeper if the result asks for it. Your best workflow is the one that produces consistent results with the least effort. So today we covered 3 key ways to improve your color workflow in Sawgrass Print Utility. I hope that helped you, and as I say, you don't have to use those tools every day, every time, but it's really helpful to have those in your toolkit, and when you need that, hopefully this information will help you to get to the final result faster. Thank you.
All right, I'm back. So I hope you learned lots from Pavlo today. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop those in the comments and we'll take care of you. You also can always open up a ticket at cure.sawgrassinc.com and we'll be glad to assist you there. We'll see you back very soon for some more live content and some more pre-recorded content as well. Thanks for joining us today. Bye-bye.